It is September 1st, 1939, and the Second World War is about to begin with the German invasion of Poland. The Polish will be defending here today in the Battle of Westerplatte from the legendary mod maker, of course, Gangsta, the one who has been making a lot of defensive missions lately. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, check down below in the description. And welcome everybody back to War Assault Squad 2. We're going to see about 3,400 German soldiers, a pre-dreadnought battleship, 2 torpedo boats, and 60 dive bombers try to take on just 210 to 240 Polish soldiers. They will be holding the line for about a week until they fell, but in this time, the free city of Danzig is going to stand, and our troops will hold the line. Welcome back, everybody, again. Good to see everyone here, and thanks as always for leaving a like. YouTube is suppressing this content. They don't want you to see it. It is taking place in the time of history and World War II. That is scary to them, so they will suppress this content. So do me a favor and ensure that you share this video with a friend and leave a like as well if you'd like to see more. It's more important than ever. Even if you didn't like the video, show some support so that way we all can see more videos that we like on YouTube. A battleship is about to strike the walls here that the Polish have up, and it will knock that down. The Germans will then launch their invasion into the positions held by the Polish. There are very, very little defenses here. It's really just small trenches and some guardhouses. The Poles do not have any sort of major defenses or bunkers. The Germans now hitting that line with the battleship. There it goes. And with that sound, the Second World War now begins. We're getting awfully close. Alright, looks like they've knocked some good holes in the wall. There are a few small choke points where the Germans will probably come through. We're going to be ordered now to take the cannon to the position. Polish troops here, this is really like a military transit depot for supply and for light troop in place. It's not a major military base, but again, with 240 men, the Polish were able to take down at least 400 Germans before they were able to take over their position. All right, Germans have destroyed the main gate, and they're coming to our positions. All right, we're going to hold the line. Here we go, boys. Let's do it. All right, looks like Polish troops are immediately opening up. They're not going to be permitted to take our headquarters. And this is also being played with the Valor mod, so these are legitimate Polish voice actors as well. Lots of machine guns here. The Polish are firing off multiple what seems to be Maxim machine guns, I would assume. Seems like they have M1919s, but I think at that time they were probably using some late World War I or post-war equipment. Alright, we'll probably eventually see some German vehicles, probably light vehicles, come through. They did use dive bombers as well to strike the Polish positions to push them back and eliminate those hard points. Reinforcements are on the way up. Excellent. Looks like we actually do have a bunker here. Alright. It was kind of noted that there was no real heavy defensive positions for the Poles, at least over there. But perhaps maybe they had some sort of a bunker system near the beach or something to prevent invasion. But we'll see how they hold. I'm starting to see a lot of German infantry push through the walls. Looks like they're trying to make their way up here. Oh, wow. Looks like they're really taking cover there. Let's find a, I think there's actually a mortar position nearby that we can utilize against the Germans. It's not near the front line, but we might be able to use it. Oh, that battleship is firing off again. Oh, wow. They're actually going to hit us from the flank. Lots of fire over here. Lots of dust. Battleship probably trying to hit closer to our command center here. Alright, let's find out where those mortar positions are. Here they are. Let's go ahead and take command of those positions. There we are. Alright, our troops are standing by them. The Germans are mostly stopped for the time being, but they will receive... Oh wow, they're really taking some good losses with the Polish troops. We don't need any winged hussars today. Just the regular Polish army will do. Alright, we got lots of supply in the front line too, so we should be able to hold the line for quite some time. And it looks like additional reinforcements are coming over here. It's strange that the German battleship struck over here. I think the name... Ooh, here it comes again. Are they going to be attempting an amphibious landing? Perhaps they did. The Germans might be making some sort of a landing or some sort of a light crossing over here. It's more of like a canal nearby. It is now day 2, apparently. And, oh, there we are, Westerplatte day 2. Oh, interesting. Really well done. So now it's the morning of the second day. Again, remember, this lasted from the 1st to the 7th of September, 1939. And the first night, the Germans were not successful in breaking through the line. Oh, looks like we have additional equipment here. I believe those are, yeah, 37mm anti-tank guns. Well, that's nice. Don't know if we can actually wheel those to the front. We have a lot of soldiers around here. We're probably going to see some light vehicles, so we might need to bring those up on the front line. Let's get a few troops to pull off the main HQ and go pick those up. There we go. Oh, the Poles sure have a lot to say, don't they? Alright, so let's see if we can go ahead and get these guys ready. There's one guy standing over here. There we go. Okay, so we can push these actually into any position we want, or into some boxes. That's nice. Yeah, we'll actually push stuff out of the way, though. I don't know where the enemy might approach with vehicles, and there's not a lot of clearing here, but there is a good spot here for it to be rearmed. So let's try to get these guns on the front line. Well, apparently now the Germans are waiting till maybe the night. Oh, heavy artillery bombardment. Well, damn, there goes that position. Never mind. Alright, the battleship zeroing in on that one. They're sending the last reinforcements over. Luckily, we got a medic nearby. Where the hell's that damn medic? If I can find him. Let's see. I don't know where our medic is in this group. Apparently we have a medic, but he must be down. Oh, there he is over there. As all things men of war, the medic is always the first to die. Let's see if we can grab his medic kit. Come on. Grab that medical kit. There we go. Okay, we're going to see if we can heal this guy up. See if we can get a few of our men back on their feet. German troops are approaching, especially on that left flank now. Let's try to reinforce this position. Oh, nice. A BAR is firing from up there. At least that's what it sounds like. Now we barely have any of our troops left. That artillery did a good strike on us. Well, we have a few machine guns up now. Polish gun is nearby and reinforcements are here. All these guys are bunched up on top of each other. Let's send some reinforcements. There we go. Alright, they could attack from the beach, but I'm going to try to reinforce this position on the front line. I need to hold the left side in order to support the right side, which still is in fighting order. Still has the ability to fight. Lots of troops up here. Luckily, we got those machine guns back up, so the Polish did an amazing thing there. Taking that position was huge. Mortars are standing by. Eventually, the Germans will get close enough. They'll probably take over the transit depot at some point. We got men all around. It's the beginning of the war. Things are a little disorganized. Alright, let's see if our AT gun has the ability to fire HE rounds. It sure does. I don't know if our AT gun can actually fire through that. Lots of opportunity to fire AT if a vehicle comes up. The area is starting to become more open with all that artillery striking. And the line is reinforced. Alright, good. Well, the Germans got lucky with their artillery strike. Dive bombers should come in at some points as well. We got our reinforcements in the back here. Okay. I will send them up to the line just behind those original trenches. If they get hammered again, we'll be able to call up reinforcements there easily. So we'll stay back for the artillery strikes and then bring them up from the next trench. Okay. I'm gonna put an AT gun up here because there's a hill, and the right side will be undefended a little bit. But we'll see exactly what happens. I don't know if the Germans are really going to bring any sort of vehicles. If they do, it's probably going to be only light vehicles. There's no real information about how many tanks they used. It doesn't say anything about tanks, but that doesn't mean that they didn't use maybe light armored vehicles and transports, though it seems to be primarily on foot, aside from the 60 dive bombers that were utilized. And that's what I'm most nervous about. We do not have anti-air coverage, and the Germans pretty much control the skies at this point. Alright, Polish troops are really doing a good job of holding. We'll be seeing the end of day 2 here in just a little bit. Oh, it looks like our artillery gun was actually taken out by that battleship strike earlier. We had an artillery cannon that was in position that they ordered to be moved at the beginning, and we lost that. So that's a big strike to us. And I don't see any more reinforcements or anything for us to use. And certainly with our HQ being threatened by a possible beach landing, I'm going to leave that alone. That explains why the Germans were firing at that artillery piece then. We just need to eliminate a few more German attackers in order for it to probably trigger the next day. Let's see here. A lot of Germans hiding behind those walls. I could bring those mortars up, but I would hate to bring them out of the actual defensive trench that they're in. And they're quite far back, too. Where are they at? Ah, they're here. We could move them to the front. Let's see what they have for ammunition. They've got a few rounds. 14 rounds times 3, 4, 5. Actually, all of those might not actually be HE rounds. Some of those might be smoke rounds. Nope, they're just generic mortar shells. Okay. Well, I certainly don't want to move them and lose them. So let's wait for the Germans to continue with their attack. AT gun seems like it wants to fire, but I don't think it has a clear shot on any of the Germans. Okay, I think we're maybe ready to go on a counterattack. Throw a grenade up over the top to clear out some Germans. Alright, let's give this a try. Gonna go out and see if we can clear some Germans. Oh, good. Our advancing troops gets the Germans to pop out of cover a little bit. Perfect. Alright, we're going to send a gift to the Germans then. Excellent. Let's do it again. Oh, we have another grenade. Polish troops are just armed to the teeth. Perfect. Beginning of day 3 then. Okay, let's move our soldier back into cover. Alright, on to the third day. 3 of 7 days. Alright, our man is on the way back. Day 3. Oh, now we're starting to see the amphibious landing, aren't we? No? Oh, it's now the night time, I see. So it's really like the night of day 2 going into day 3. I'm convinced that the Germans are going to come in from the water. I'm sure that happened. Germans are out there somewhere. Luckily, we've got plenty of defenses here. I hope that battleship doesn't strike again. We've got a certainly large number of troops here. Maybe we should put some in this trench just in case. We don't need this many men on the line. Something's fishy. The Germans aren't immediately attacking. Sir, where are you going? I hear a train. What the hell? Oh no, the Germans are using this as a bomber. What the hell is... The Germans, this is like a giant explosive or something on the front of it. And they're guarding the train. Are they going to try to detonate the ammunition stores by running a train through? What the hell's going on? I don't... That's interesting. Stop that damn train. I don't know if we can. Let's try to get a grenade on it. I think it's programmed so that way nothing happens to the train. So it can play out all historically like. I think the Germans are going to detonate this thing. There's all of our ammunition and fuel. Well, they're going further than that. Oh wow, looks like they had it scored a direct hit on our damn mortar. Well, it would have been good for me to move the mortars out of there, actually. But it is playing out historically. And again, mortars could have hit anywhere, or artillery could have hit anywhere. So it's good that we didn't do that. Wow. Germans scoring a direct hit then with one of their battleships. Taking out our mortar positions then. Historically, that's awesome to see that play out. The Germans probably saw the position from some sort of aerial recon. But in retrospect, it'd probably be good to move that out of there so you have something to fight with. But I want to see this play out historically accurately. Ah, interesting. So the Germans used it just like a bomb. Clever. You can see how the artillery shell was timed to hit the tank and kind of simulate an explosion. Clever. Alright, we don't have a medic in the back. Most of our medics are on the front line. Well, good thing we moved our troops back a little bit from the front line, just in case anything else goes on. I was certainly right about things being fishy. I've never seen that before in Men of War Assault Squad in all my time, so that is a first very cool look at a train bomb. Loaded with fuel or something. We have no medics. I can't call out any troops. We do have medics, but they're mostly on the front line. But here's one here. Let's see if we can try to get to these other troops. Boys are still holding on the front line. Let's see if we can get a couple of these guys healed up. Can you not find your way over there? Well, the AI is too dumb to actually find its way across the railroad tracks. There we go. Alright, well, because of AI pathing and typical medic stuff. Luckily, not too many men lost. The mortar is completely gone. The mortar battery's gone. The artillery battery's gone. Well, we're still holding nicely. A lot of our troops are getting great veterancy there. Also, I'm surprised our AT guns didn't fire at the train, though I don't think it would have made a difference, to be honest. I think that train's marked as invincible for the scenario to play out. Alright, we probably got to clean up the rest of the Germans now. Day 3, they're using trains. Surprised that they used that before the Luftwaffe. But perhaps the Luftwaffe is fighting elsewhere. Alright, we're going to push up here. See if we can do what we did before against the Germans. Looks like they're not taking cover against the wall. But us leaving the trench has forced them to push forward a little bit into the machine guns, so that's good. Look at the amount of Germans that are dead. Whoa, that's crazy. Lost one of our men there. Mostly our men have died from artillery and being hit by bombs and things like that, not actual infantry fighting. Ammunition on the front line starting to get lower. Starting to lose a lot of supply. Thought I heard a Stuka bomber there for a second. If they strike, it's probably likely going to be at daytime, but you never know. Spread our men out a little bit. Let's spread things out a little bit. There we go. Alright, how's our men doing? Okay, we're gonna have to keep this medic back. When someone gets wounded, then we'll come back up with the medic. I don't want him to get bombarded. Wow, look at that tree there. Blown completely upside down. That is, that's a very ominous sight to see for the time being. That is amazing. A lot of firsts here. My first upside down tree. My first train bomb. This is great. What a good mod. Alright, the Germans seem to be retreating, actually. Did I see them running away? No, some of them are running back. For a second, I thought the Germans were retreating. Alright, we gotta get up there and clean them out, otherwise we're gonna be here all day. Let's get our men together and go out there on a hello party to the Germans. Wow, like an execution, those guys standing in front of the wall like that. Alright, Polish troops going to clear them out. I haven't seen any MG-34s, which would be an awesome weapon for us to capture. Put some men here next to the tree. Okay, let's throw one of our grenades over. Well, who the heck was that? Somebody threw a grenade like a damn mortar round. There we go. Wow. Well, that cleared them out. Still a few more Germans back there. Another one out. Another one going. Oh, let's clear house. Okay, one German got us with a couple of MB-40 rounds. At least it seemed like an MP-40. I don't think the medic will have enough time to get up here before those two perish. Day 4. Let's go into it. Okay, things are getting more tough. More reinforcements, maybe? Or is this the Germans discussing a surrender, maybe? Those are some German officers. After 7 days of defending, Polish officers decided to give up. Mission completed. Oh, okay, so that was the surrender. Thanks for... oh, yes, Westerplatte is still defending. Thanks for playing my map. Check out my YouTube channel. Yes, Gangsta now has a YouTube channel where he shows off all of his creations being made, and he's a creator that's really getting a lot more detailed in what he does. That was more cinematic, things that you would see from content creators like Wigga and such. So I'd like to see this map play out a little bit more. What I'd like to see for this map is it to be changed a little bit where the players are desperate. A very, very small amount of reinforcement points, and then you have to call out every single individual soldier and machine gun, and make a machine gun worth a lot of points and a rifleman too, but make it so that way the player has to cling on. We played for 4 days. I'd like to see some Luftwaffe bombers come in. I'd like to see maybe the battleship being visible on the map so you can see what's striking you, and it really is more intimidating. But Gangsta doing a good job of doing a lot of new maps and such, and taking my suggestions as well. So if you have any suggestions for Gangsta on his new stuff, next mission or something like that, please do comment down below and check out his channel. I'll leave a link for that down below. Very nice. These missions are very difficult to make, in my opinion. I could never make one, so I really like seeing all types of different people making missions for Men of War Assault Squad 2. Very good. I like this one. It was a lot of fun and very historical, so nicely done. The train was a nice touch, and that upside-down tree, I've never seen the Germans use one of those before. That's quite frankly why I surrendered, because the Germans had magic. All right, everybody. I'll see you soon for more. Thank you very much for leaving a like on the video to support the content. Of course, it'll be suppressed, so thanks for sharing it around and showing your support. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody. Take care.